Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly love tarot forecast. This is for the week of October 8th through October 14th, 2018. So Taurus, this week we have the Sun in Libra, we have the new moon in Libra, and we have Venus retrograding in Scorpio. So it's all about relationships this week, makeup, breakup, healing, purging, new connections, new epiphanies, all of it, you name it. So let's see, Taurus, what is going on for you specifically. All right, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So listen, Taurus, this is great that your week starts off with the new moon, since that's where the new moon in Libra is taking place. But with this, Taurus is saying, in regards to love and romance, it's time for a deep, deep assessment and reevaluation of your partner, of who you're dating, if you're completely single, about the relationships you've been in, what they were trying to teach you, who you are today, what you have to offer, what you bring to a relationship, where you may need to self-improve. Okay, because Virgo is a very detail-orientated energy, so it can come across as quite critical, but sometimes we need that critical eye with ourselves. And I said this in Aries reading, I'll say it in yours. You know, I've been single for a while, and there was times in the past where I didn't like that so much, but I got to a point where I had to ask myself, would I date me? Would I be happy with me, with who I am? I had a lot of things happen in my life. I did not have my crap together after that. It took quite a minute for me to get back on my feet, and I was an emotional mess. And I thought I should be in a relationship with somebody, and you know, at the time that just seemed like that's what I should be doing, but no way should I have been thinking about romance whatsoever, okay? Because I was in no position. It's so much deeper than soul connection or liking somebody or having things in common, okay? It's really, what do you bring to the table? What do they bring to the table? How compatible is your energy? How aligned are your future projections of what each of you want out of life and out of a relationship, okay? Because with Virgo coming out, she's saying here, listen, it's time to really have a deep analysis of the relationship you're in, who you are, who you're dating, or if you're completely single, why is that? Why are we still single? Not that there's something wrong with you. Don't get me wrong. It's not what I'm saying. What is it that you're not seeing? What is it that the universe is trying to help you heal, trying to help you purge, trying to help you expand into? You know, what is it? Because if you're single for a reason. Just like if a relationship breaks up, it breaks up for a reason. When you meet a new person and it's a magic connection and you fall in love, it happens for a reason, okay? When it's in our favor and it's what we want, it's so easy to accept that and say, damn right, this is destiny. But when it's not in our favor, we reject it, we push it away, it's all wrong. No, I want to be with this person, or this is unfair, this should have never happened. And the truth is, everything happens for a reason. This is calling your attention to discover why that is. Not from an emotional standpoint, okay? Not from unfair hurt feelings, but from a very critical eye. How has it shaped you? How can it grow you? What do you need to do to let it go? How can you expand? So if you are in a committed relationship, this is really calling attention to, like, what's going on? Are you guys getting along? Is things out of balance? If things aren't kosher, what can we do to make it better? Because you can only change you. You can't change anybody else, okay? So if you're working on you, you're focused on what's good, and you hold the vision of strong, stable, steady, practical, grounded, solid love, that's your intention, you're not going to waver from that. There's a couple things that are going to happen. Either your partner's really going to start stepping it up and get on board with you, or that relationship will break up and fall away. And if it breaks up and falls away, then Taurus, all that tells you is that that true, real love that you so desire, that you're so willing to give, this person is not a vibrational match to that, or the relationship wouldn't have fallen away. Okay, so if you want some changes or improvement in your current relationship, focus on you. Start there, and not what's wrong and what your partner needs to change, but what can you change? What could you do differently? How could you make it better? Even if, you know, and if you're in a relationship where the person is just a jerk, is a narcissist, no, you need to get out. Like, they're not going to change until you're gone. And if they're a narcissist, they're probably never going to change. But if it's just somebody who's a jerk, who doesn't respect, who doesn't love, you might need to break up so they can experience some life without you, okay? But, you know, in a partnership where you guys just might be bored with each other, you're just not seeing eye to eye, it's the same fight over and over, that type of thing, I really feel like you can overcome it, okay? And look at this. Just as I say that, next card out, a time for healing. Exactly. It's time to take a new approach to heal either your relationship, to heal you, or to heal something about the past, Taurus. Like, that's what this week is all about for you guys. And oh my gosh, look at this. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Yep. This is not a time to, you know, love can happen at any time, but this, Taurus, I'm sorry, doesn't look like a good week to start a new relationship or to even really reconnect a relationship. This is really about analysis. What do I need to do? What needs to change? How do I heal? How do I purge? Is this relationship viable? You know, if we're broken up with somebody right now, exactly what I said, we're broken up for a reason. We need this time out from each other. There's some healing, there's some reflection, but also for you specifically, Taurus, we really need to have a critical eye about the person we're involved with, the people we're dating, the ex that we're still missing, you know. We need to have a very critical eye about that, and even about ourselves, the partner we are, or the energy that we predominantly vibrate in. And is there emotional baggage and drama that you are projecting on other people, or is the person that you're involved with projecting their emotional baggage upon you? It's like a time, this week is like a time for separation, time out, reconsideration, reassessment, analyzing, healing, you know. But it's really what's good for you, Taurus. What is good for you, okay? So let's add more to this. All right, yeah, look at this. We've got the Angel Oak, Healer, Roots, Wisdom. So to me, this doesn't have to mean like if we are broken up this week that we're broken up forever, or, you know, if this is an ex that's a bit older, it doesn't mean like forever, ever more we are broken up. I feel like for Taurus, there's a big call to the fact of right now, the way things are right now, if we're separated from each other, that is the best course of action, okay? There's some serious healing that needs to happen. You know, there's something going on where in our separate spaces, you know, without the fighting, without trying to hear each other's voice and words and side and point of view, you know, it's in this very quiet space where the true understanding happens, where the healing begins within you and within anybody you're dealing with. So if you are broken up with somebody right now, or you just broke up with them, trust that the breakup needs to happen for the betterment of whatever's to come, okay? Because over here on this side, we have Eagle, Vision, Higher Self, Truth. So the Eagle is a powerful card in energy, and so is the Angel Oak. And look at this. This is what would actually, this is the bottom card. This is the soul bond. Growth, separation, union. Okay? And what I feel here for many Tauruses, the focus this week is about somebody that you are separated from, okay? And the reason for this, Taurus, is because you both are growing. You're coming into much higher wisdom about yourselves, about the relationship you shared, about the partner each one of you is. You know, this is all about soul growth and soul wisdom. And like I said, looking at everything from a very critical eye that's not attached to emotions, that can't have its feelings hurt because we're seeing the truth that we don't like. No, this is like, we've got to get real. There's something about the way we're doing things, thinking about things, taking care of ourselves, you know, the health of ourselves or the health of our relationship or even the health of your partner. You know, there's something that needs to change. There's enlightenment that really needs to take place. So if you're broken up, trust in it. You both are, you know, going through some things spiritually right now, and this is not the end. This is just, we need a break. Those of you in an existing relationship, you know, again, this is a call to where we need to emotionally mature. We need to emotionally expand. We need to spiritually view things rather than just from the human experience. Like, this is deep. Taurus, I feel like you guys, so far out of all the readings, like this is probably the most spiritual, the most depth of analysis of what do I want, who am I, you know, who is my partner, what do they bring to the table, what's about these relationships of my past, what do they mean to me, who have I become, who am I growing into, okay? So an existing relationship that is not broken up, that's been in the struggle, that is not broken up, that has been in the struggle. This is not a week to really pick at each other, try to talk it out, none of that. It's a week to really let each other have space because you both are evaluating things, and we need to look at things from a much higher perspective and realize it will take time, you know, to work through issues. It takes time to make changes. It takes time to really grow into each other. And so this is not a week for let's talk, let's do this, let's do that. It's a week for analysis of how can we be better, how can we do better, but not so much just pointing a finger, but also looking within, okay? So let's pull more cards, Taurus. I feel like time and space and contemplation is like the greatest healer for you this week. Yeah, over here, look at this. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and that's showing up on your side. So either you've really been holding back what you feel and think because you are either afraid you don't want to hurt their feelings, they won't understand, or they may reject what you have to say, or you feel like they're really holding something back, okay? And over here, look at this. We have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, those of you who are in this like weird breakup mode, I don't think it's the end. I really don't. I think you guys really need a timeout, and everything happens for a reason, and use this time constructively for self-improvement to create a better version of yourself rather than crying and fretting and worrying about the relationship, because I don't feel like it's over. I really don't. We just seriously need a timeout. And those of you in a relationship, I don't feel like, you know, your partner doesn't love you. I don't feel like you guys aren't supposed to be together. If you've been in this struggle, it's like there's some growing, some learning, some stretching. And again, give each other space this week. Make it your intention for healing, because I feel like that's what your partner wants too, is healing and connectedness. And you guys just might not be on the same playing field right now, but that's okay. You will come back together. You will realign your energy after you've had your space. As far as like those of you who are single, this is again really like you are in a timeout phase, and it's all about grounding your energy, strengthening who you are, understanding everything that you've been through and how it's growing you spiritually, and to not deceive yourself, not to feel like a victim or disempowered or anything like that. Realize every single challenge and obstacle you faced in a relationship was only to grow you and make you stronger and turn you into this angel oak, all right? Because you do have a match. You have the eagle. You're a tree, and here's the eagle to land in your tree, Taurus. Like, you will not be single forever. You just need to work on yourself right now, okay? That should be your focus, not them exes, not why it didn't work out. No, focus on you. As far as new romance, could happen this week. Maybe there's somebody in the workplace or around the workplace, but it's just with these two cards flying out, no, I don't know that it's the best week for a new romance. I mean, love could happen at any time, right? But this, man, and as I'm saying that, this darn card came out. Any new romance, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to flow for this week if it's a new person, or if somebody's like trying to show up in your world telling you they have a crush on you, or somebody from your past that you have no interest in, you're going to be like, yeah, this feels more like healing, reassessing, time out period for Taurus this week. So let's pull some tarot and see what comes out there, Taurus. Okay. We had two cards fly out. So we have the Ace of Cups in this position. This is where we're really questioning things like, is this true? Is this real? Is this what I want? Is our love strong enough? Are we going to get back together? All right. With the Ace of Cups in that position. And then look at this. Here's that confusion. I don't know what to do, you know, and that's why I'm like, don't focus on the fact of the problems. Don't focus on the fact that you're not together. Focus on solutions. Focus on self-improvement. Focus on healing, and really trust that if we're separated right now, it's for our own good. If we're in a relationship and we're not vibing right now, it's okay. Just give each other space. It's all going to be all right. Because look at here, we have the Seven of Swords. So there is some things that have happened that we're not happy about, or that we're upset about, or we're not quite sure how to overcome. Next out is the Judgment card. In this position, it is all about atonement and assessment. And look at this. Here's the Death card, Scorpio. Venus is in Scorpio. So do not fear, Taurus, that it's the end or that it's permanently over, okay? Right now, this week, if we're broken up, if we're separated, we need to be. There's some things that have happened. There's some things that may be revealed in the future, okay? There's a lot going on in this reading, and it's better for you to be disconnected from somebody who confuses you, who lies to you, all of it. It's better for you to cut them off and have space than to continue to try to make them understand and see your side. Like, it's just, nothing's going to change. It's really all about disconnection and space and analysis. And through that process, for you and whoever else is involved with you, Taurus, like, there's big time changes. It's the end to the old way of being, the old way of doing things. We're going to elevate. We're going to go to the next level. We're going to solidify the love. We're no longer going to be confused. We're not going to lie. We're not going to play games. We're not going to cheat, okay? So if you are involved with somebody like that, it's time to separate from that and heal yourself, Taurus. If you are in an existing relationship and we can't break up, it's not about that. Again, give each other space this week. I feel like next week will be a whole new week, and all this weird energy that you experienced this week, it will be over. It will be done with. We will have expanded into a different place next week where we can finally talk about things, or, you know, come to new understandings, new agreements. And honestly, Taurus, for some of you this week, you could very well end a relationship. And if that's the case, you've been thinking about it for quite some time. And I don't feel like the person you're trying to end it with is going to take it very easily. Like, they're going to tell you, no, you're my one, we're supposed to be together, this, that, and the other. And you're better served to just, no, we're not, and really disconnect and have a lot of space from them, okay? So, very interesting read, Taurus. It's all about self-analysis. with a very critical eye what is good for you. But ultimately, everything's going to work out. It's, you know, everything happens for a reason. It's all going to work out. I don't feel like this is the end. For those of you who have been in this like weird makeup breakup or separation issue, like, no, even if things come to a head, or they did last week, we're going to move beyond that. This is just kind of a funky week of energy. All right, Taurus. So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.